Hey guys, Adrian here, Kid Guru, and I want to take this time to get this video out. It's a hot day today. I'm here sitting down from work, and it's even hotter in the suit. But I really want to get this video out, and it's gonna be a little bit of a long video. I want to interrupt the vlog series to kind of talk about something that's really important to me and a topic I felt really deserved its own whole video. Again, stemmed from the vlog series on a topic that I did a video actually on about a year ago. Success. I did a video entitled "What is Success?" and what success meant to me and kind of the steps to achieving it. I thought personally. And in summary, what it came down to is that success is different. It's perception. It's based on perception because success to every different every person is different. So kind of coming around, I really want to get this video and I want to be as sincere and honest as possible in this video because it's something that's really sensitive topic to me. Things going on lately. So to kind of recap, I've been presented with a lot of crazy, great opportunities lately. I was recently featured in the top Dodea Students program. They ran a program here. Dodea is the school districts all overseas, the military schools, etc. And I was featured as one of the top Dodea students. Interviewed me, all that good stuff. I was also asked from there to speak at graduation, to speak at my high school graduation. I'll be graduating in 2 weeks, and that's really exciting as well, but at the same time, very scary, a very, very scary thought. And all of these things kind of happen at once, and obviously they're very, very honorable opportunities and very humbling and all of that. And I'm definitely happy and excited that I'm doing them, and I'm happy for the opportunities. But with myself, I'm still not happy, and I know that sounds weird, and I don't mean to sound arrogant or unappreciative of the things that I've done in life and the achievements I've achieved, and for people recognizing them. It's very, again, I can't understand it enough. It's very flattering and all of that. But I'm not happy with myself and where I am. It dawned on me that I'm not a success, or I'm not successful. Not yet, anyways. Not and I mean that on a personal sense. That to me, I'm not where I want to be. I'm not where I want to do so much more, and I'm still young. Obviously, I have a lot more time to do all these things. But yeah, so I've always been a goal person, and I haven't achieved a lot of things I've wanted to achieve yet, and I kind of was reminded about that with some recent events. So like I said, success, when it comes down to it, is very much about its failures in life, because you're gonna fail way more than you're gonna succeed. And I know I always talk about this, but failures truly, truly make up your success. And I don't just mean that in a saying. Yeah, you may hear that, but it's true in that you're gonna fail and you're gonna learn a lot of things from your failure. But there's a lot about that you need to take away, in that sometimes you need to make sure you learn the right thing from your failure. You need to make sure that you take away the right lesson from your failure to move on, because some people fail and they fail again, and they don't get the right message, they don't get the right whatever. Sometimes for business examples, sometimes you just have the wrong idea, sometimes you just have a bad idea, and sometimes you're just in the wrong business. Sometimes it's just not going to work out. And when people fail, I think so much they try to play the blame game. It's this fault, that fault, her fault, that fault. It's timing, it's whatever. But in reality, it's almost nobody's fault, truly, when it kind of boils down to it. I feel that you're your own biggest obstacle in life, and that if anything, the best promises I believe that are worth keeping, because promises do change and people will break them and people will break their word. The best promises worth keeping are the ones that you make to yourself, because if anything, if you do fail, there's only one person standing in front of you, and that's you. And I don't mean to be so cliche, but it's very much true. And even at that, I don't mean to blame yourself like repeatedly. I just need, you need to understand that you are your own biggest obstacle to whatever it is you want to do in life. And again, when it comes down to it, like I said, success is many, many different things. What does it mean to truly be successful? Well, I can't truly tell you, because again, it differs, and I have my own opinion on things, but it doesn't really matter. Some people tend to see, the richer are more successful, while the poor aren't successful, and they try to scale that out on a happiness chart. Just because you're successful doesn't truly mean you're happy. It was Winston Churchill who once said that success is not final and failure is not fatal. It's the courage to carry on that counts. In the same aspect, a quote from Mad Men. I'm a huge fan of Mad Men, and Don Draper, one of the main characters, said this, and I'm paraphrasing this, but he said that success, it exists, it's a real thing, but its effects are temporary. We're only happy till the moment we need more happiness. And that's very much true. I think that really encapsulates everything that I was thinking about, and that yeah, success is great, and it truly exists. You see that person successful. Bill Gates is a successful person. Steve Jobs, successful person. Warren Buffett, and I can go on and so forth. But success is its effects are temporary. You're only happy for a while until you need to be happy again. You're successful till maybe your competitor overthrows you, or till the market changes, or whatever it may be. See, that's the thing about success. It's always striving. Success is so much about the strive rather than, I always say, it's not about being at the top. It's about how you got there. It's about the strive, and maybe that's a part of us as humans that we're not content with everything. We have these things, and sometimes we're not content, and that's kind of we need to find a balance to that, because sometimes it's bad, sometimes it's good, sometimes we have a lot yet we want so much more, sometimes we don't have enough yet we still want more, sometimes we have something but we strive for greatness, and some can argue that's great, that's good to strive for greatness. Some will argue greed when you try to strive for more when you already have a lot. There's a lot of different balances to that in that of success. But see, success isn't about the Rolex I have on my wrist. It's not about the cut of my suit. It's not about my iPhone or the Mercedes I drive. Those are, to me, symbols that make me feel successful. They're rewards to myself for the hard work I did. Success is very much about the journey and how you got there, and what will live on beyond you, I believe, to me anyways, that's what success is. See, when people see me in life, I grew up, I was always viewed as a successful one, as I was friends, blah, 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 so on and so forth, teachers, family, all that, I was a success because of everything I did. But what a lot of people don't realize, when they come up to me and talk about it, is that they see a finished product, very much like a YouTube video. You'll see this video that maybe 10 minutes, 20 minutes, whatever, and you see that and you think, 20 minutes, 10 minutes of work, whatever, but you don't see the hours that went into editing. You don't see the minutes it took to conceive the idea. You don't see the multiple retakes that it took to get the video done. Just like in very much in life, people on the surface understand, yeah, it took work for him to get where he was, but they don't understand the magnitude of that. They don't see that it took a long 6 years for me to get to where I am today, and by far, I want to go so much further from where I am today. They don't see the sleepless nights. They don't see the sacrifice. They don't see everything it took for me to get to where I am. They just view you as successful. They label you as successful. And like I said, to me, I'm not yet a success. I'm not yet where I want to be. Again, I strive for so much more. And that really occurred to me that in the lesson of success, the last 2 years of my life, starting my junior year through my senior year, I worked for a goal. And they say in life you can't score unless you have a goal. I very think that's a part of success. You need to have goals for yourself in life. I had a goal. I saved up for this lifestyle with somebody else. I saved up for all these things and blah, 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 and so on and so forth. And every time I would put aside money for this and that and save it up. Only to find out that, one day it was all gone. The goal, everything I saved up for was kind of worthless. Yeah, I still have the money. I still have all these things. But again, what's the use of all these things and all these things you worked for if the goal you saved up for wasn't there? Yeah, I can go buy other things and all that. But see, if you only put your success and faith in money, you'll never have enough. If you always strive for just making more money, yeah, definitely, I strive in a sense to make more money. But if that's your sole purpose of success, then you're never going to have enough. You'll have millions and millions, possibly billions of dollars, but you'll still want more in a sense. You'll still want to buy more things. You'll still want to, make more money. See, I learned that a part of success is not only in doing it for yourself, because I grew up doing a lot of these things that I worked for, primarily for myself, till I learned the value of doing it for other people. And sometimes that doesn't always work out. Like I said, sometimes you're just going to fail in life, and you have no control over that. It's not about failing as much as what you can do while you're, after you failed. After you failed and after all these things happen, you're scared, Maybe you failed, maybe you lost your job, maybe whatever, maybe your business idea didn't work out and you're scared and whatever. And that's the biggest secret to me. A lot of people ask me how, they think I have everything figured out. And a lot of people who are graduating, my friends, will ask me, all these things, and, they'll talk about how you're lucky. Well, the secret is I'm as scared as they are. I'm as scared as the next person of what's to come, what's next, what's going to happen, where I'm going, all of these things. I'm as scared as the next person. But if there's anything I can pass on, it's not so much about you being scared, because when you're scared, if you think about it, is the only time you can be brave. When you're scared, it's about what you can do while you're scared that really counts. As Winston, again, going back to Winston Churchill, it's having that courage to move on after failure, after whatever, that counts. To produce what you can, to go out there and, like as I like to say, get what you're worth. Whatever that is to you, go out there and get what you're worth. If you're passionate about something, then go out there and do it. That's the only way you're gonna find out if you're passionate about something. Yeah, things are hard. Yeah, it's hard to do this and that. Yeah, it's hard to do a lot of things. But guess what? It's that first step that's only gonna get you anywhere. For example, I'm sure medical school is very hard to go into and get through. But if all you do is talk about how hard it is, you're never gonna go to medical school. Yeah, you're going to fail. It's inevitable. Like I said, you're going to fail a lot of times, and you're going to fail at a lot of different things, and sometimes those things aren't meant to be or whatever. But again, it's all a part of it. See, success, when it boils down to me, for me to be successful, what I truly want out of life, if anything, I don't believe in an afterlife. I don't believe when I die I'm going to go somewhere, here or there, whatever. But a legacy. When I die, I want to know that I left some sort of impact on this universe, whether it's a video or a product or a speech I gave or whatever, that it aspires somebody out there to go out there and get what they're worth. And that's something I think that will live long beyond me, if anything. And maybe, if that happens, I won't obviously live to see it. But, that's something I think that can be, I truly can view personally as a success, if anything. So I challenge you to succeed in life, to get what you're worth. But as well as that, I challenge you to fail and do what you're scared of, and do things that scare you, and all of these things. And again, that's what success is to me. I'm not successful. It's a weird thing to say. Not yet. But I will be.